I put this shit on the box, now I grab my eye cause I sent her a P. I put my bitches to work. Ask her what you do for me. She like when I lift up a skirt. Bend her over, we fuck on the sink.
Two lens bowls in the crib, I'm going dumb with it. Young boy, soaking up the game, I had to run with it. Billy with me in the semi with me, we gon' gun shit. Having dodging bullets, got it looking like it crump. Night City, Freeport, all the way to West Columbia. I got money that's dipping, tipping, and flipping like a tumbler. Southside, still holding a whole lot of money that's bundled up. They put me in the ring because I knew that I could rumble. I never lose, I always choose. I leave a sucker with a bruise. I beat your hitches like some drums, and now they I'm playing blues. Hot like the summer, but I still keep it cool. Tell my bottles from the West Face, I'm down ass fool. I'm in the 956 with a top-notch bitch. They tryna jock my shit, but they can't rock like this. This is Air Force One, this is not K-Swiss. Still a butter on the floor, head looking like grits. The fuck you mean your mama didn't teach you how to cook? Your mama didn't teach you how to suck dick, but you could suck dick. Skate up on a beach like truck feet. Stupid ass bitch, put up butt dick. I be with the fuck shit, fucking up functions. Put up shit of acid on my belly, I can barely even function. What up, bitch? What up,
I
bitch?
had my mind on the milli. I went out to Cuban from Shine out of Philly. I went broke and soda, I'm mad that I did it. Flew out to Cali, got bags and I sent it. Never fall off, get some change from a free. We leave the stains on the sheets. You might want to change up your key. I got your bitch name on the lease. Yeah, she tryna send me the addy. She think I'ma pull up and fuck her to sleep. Yeah, I put this shit on the box, now I grab my eye cause I sent her a P. I put my bitches to work. Ask her what you do for me. She like when I lift up a skirt. Bend her over, we fuck on the sink.
Get ready. Air on Slide TV Uncut presents Business Owners, a new broadcast IRL show.
Forensic findings and witness statements that never even made it on the news. And on top of that, talk started spreading in the streets about
bro, you think you Batman? Take it off, I'm robbing, nigga. I think I got jet lag from all this shit I'm popping, nigga. Beat the road, ain't stopping, nigga. Pockets fat like Oscar, nigga. My daddy taught me the fucking
shit was different, and it was different fast. And then you got people calling you every day, and you got comments on the internet saying you're gonna get a RICO, and I don't even think people know how serious that is.
Oh, I don't think they do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't nothing to play with. That shit ain't nothing to,
Right.
like, that shit serious, especially
When we dropped that first video about this whole situation, we really thought we had it all. The nightclub scene, the heated argument, the incident, and the NFL player involved. We figured that was the full story, but wow, we were wrong. Since that video went live, brand new info has surfaced that completely flips what we thought we knew. We're talking about details pulled straight from the official police report, forensic findings, and witness statements that never even made it on the news. And on top of that, talk started spreading in the streets about who Keion White is really connected to and what that could mean for Lil Baby's future moves. Let me make this crystal clear. This isn't just a story about a simple rap disagreement that went too far inside a nightclub anymore. It's turned into a serious, multi-layered situation surrounding one of the biggest names in hip-hop right now. The authorities are paying attention, the NFL is keeping an eye out, and now even some California street connections are watching closely. You need to hear every part of this. Let's break it all down. For anyone who didn't catch the first video, you can check that one later. But here's the setup real quick, and I'll add the new info as we go, because this is where things start getting wild. February 9th, Super Bowl weekend. San Francisco was lit. The whole city was buzzing after the 49ers game, and that's when everything started unfolding. The whole Bay Area was in full celebration mode that night. Everyone who was anyone was out having a good time. Keion White, defensive end for the 49ers, decided to throw his own private post-Super Bowl party. He booked out the entire downstairs section of Dia Lounge on Mission Street. His event, his space, his invite list, all under his control. But here's where things really start to matter. Lil Baby had just finished performing in San Francisco that same Sunday night, and after his concert, he and his crew ended up at the exact same spot, Dia Lounge. They were chilling on the main floor in the public area, with the music blasting and the vibe in full swing. But at some point, someone from Lil Baby's team wanted access to the private section downstairs, the one reserved for Keion White's exclusive party. And that's when everything started to spiral. Little Baby's group reportedly tried to make their way into the private area without clearance. Keon White stepped in to confront them, and a heated argument broke out. Things got tense enough that one of the witnesses rushed upstairs to get a manager to calm things down. But while that person was gone trying to get help, chaos hit. Multiple witnesses say they heard several loud pops coming from downstairs. Some say 2, others say 4. When the confusion cleared, Keon White was found injured, hit in the leg. San Francisco police arrived at around 4:06 in the morning. That's the basic story, but what surfaced from the official police report took this whole thing to a completely different level. This is where people started connecting details that the mainstream outlets barely touched. The leaked police report, which later got picked up by the Standard and spread across multiple sources, included key points that raised serious questions about what actually happened inside that downstairs room. Here's what investigators found when they processed the scene. 2 shell casings, not 1, but 2. And here's the part that made everyone stop and think. One casing came from a 9mm, and the other was from a .45 caliber, meaning 2 totally different firearms were used. That opens 2 possible scenarios. Either one person had 2 weapons and switched between them, which is unusual but not impossible, or there were multiple people firing in that private room during those early morning hours. And it doesn't stop there. Investigators also found an abandoned phone left behind at the scene. That's a major detail. Someone was in such a rush, so shocked by what went down that they bolted and left their phone behind. Think about that for a second. Their entire digital footprint sitting right there on the floor for police to grab. Every message, contact, photo, and even location data. All of it now in the hands of forensic experts ready to dig through. That single phone could be the key to figuring out who was really in that room, what led up to the chaos, and what everyone involved was doing before the situation exploded. If that phone belongs to anyone tied to what happened, that's a massive mistake. One that could destroy a career and even lead to serious consequences, because phones never lie once the evidence gets to court. And get this, when police found Keon White and directly asked him who was responsible for what happened to him, he chose not to respond, not one word. The man took a hit to the leg, went through surgery, came out fine, and still didn't give up a single name when investigators asked him to identify who was responsible. That silence says everything. We'll circle back to that in a bit. Now, here's where things get really wild, and this part barely anyone in sports media wants to touch. Let's be clear, because this carries some serious weight. Keon White didn't just appear out of nowhere in the NFL. Before the Combine, before the draft, before his time with the Patriots and later the 49ers, Keon White came up through tough surroundings, and that background matters. Word has been spreading fast that White allegedly has long-standing connections to certain street networks in California. And if that's true, it changes how this whole situation gets viewed, especially in the Bay Area, where local street culture operates with its own codes and rules. And one thing everyone agrees on, if someone from their circle gets disrespected or hurt, it doesn't just slide. That's never how things work, not in that world. What makes this whole situation even more serious is the fact that Keon White himself chose not to speak with police. Think about that for a second. This is a man with every legal resource you can imagine.
All right. So I jumped right in because on the headline of this right here, it says California Bloods move on Little Baby at the Keon White incident. This is bad. So I jumped right on. You know, when I speak, I jump and put on YouTube for that moment. Welcome to Slide TV, where everything is possible. I'll go by the name of Icy Graded Dawn, Louis Vuitton, Amazing Blue. All right. So everybody that's on Kick, thank you, everybody. As you see, we the new MTV. We have licensed, meaning popular videos to independent videos, music videos. We still got the broadcasters and the podcasters all on here. You see, we've been running it up. Now, if you come over here on Kick, that is, and you see it shut down, don't worry about it. We're going to run 14 hours a day straight. Then go ahead and let it rest, and we're right back at it. all through different times and hours. There's going to be schedules on different shows or different what type of music videos we have. You feel me? We dealing with R&B, we dealing with rap, we dealing with drill, we dealing with, you know, the music videos. This is the new MTV, as I said. Think everybody's sliding through. Right here, you see, right there on the top, we got a little store over there. When you move right here, you have the QR code that takes you straight to the website, which is on the bottom. You see the YouTube, one of the YouTube pages, Slide Radio Uncut. Kick, that's going to be Slide_Radio_Uncut for Kick. You see the Instagram page right there, slide.tv.uncut.inc. And then we got X. We got Slide Radio Uncut. Slide Radio, my bad. And also Facebook. But they got a lot of fake Facebooks out there. So that's what's really messing up the Facebook right there. We got some fake individuals out there. Got the name. They had you can't stop. That's when you know you somebody, you got big, whatever. When you got people making fake pages. You know what I'm saying? They got to make fake pages and shit. But everybody know because it ain't me on there. You know what I'm saying? No Slide TV members on there. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. You know, it's like they just a lot of girls like that. Always remember that. Always remember that. That's probably it because that right there was sure. I'm gonna get the videos back too. Also, let's finish looking and see what they're saying about this situation right here. Everybody on Twitch. We out to the next one, y'all. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
An NFL team behind him, franchise attorneys, an entire support system ready to protect his interests. Yet he decided not to go through official channels to deal with what happened. That kind of silence sends a strong message. It tells people that he's not taking the legal route. Instead, it suggests that his circle already knows what went down and might be handling it their own way. And here